Live from the Fake News Sports Desk, I'm Devin Wade's cousin, Scott. We have breaking news that the world's third trillionaire, Jeffrey Monk, is about to purchase the second Los Angeles franchise for $7 billion. This makes Jeffrey the richest owner in American professional football. We now go live to the press conference in progress. I'm just a regular guy. I own 27 houses. I have 327 businesses that each make $10 million a month, except for 2 of them. I own 6 luxury yachts. I also just recently purchased the planet Pluto because I'm tired of hearing if it's a planet or a star every couple years. The league doesn't speak for the common man. That is why I am here. I am the common man, and that is why I am purchasing this franchise. I made the majority of my money creating green jobs. You know, people told me it's nearly impossible to get rich in a green economy. But what do they really know? I'm the rich one. Oil industry, I turned green. Natural gas, green. Dirty, expensive coal, green. All it took was a little bit of food coloring in the oil and the dirty, expensive coal, make all of my employees wear green, and simple, green jobs everywhere. Camera's over there. Look. Oh. Look. This team has been terrible. But we have a brand new stadium that we're moving into, and I'm hearing amazing things about the new parking lot. And fans are incredibly excited about the new concession stand options. It's my job to exploit the FOMO of every fan who needs to be overcharged who comes to the stadium. And that's why I'm doing everything possible to make sure that this team can win. I made a very large donation to the league this week, and they will soon be announcing that we will be resetting the rosters and holding a fantasy draft, giving us a great opportunity to improve. But I didn't really pay too much attention to the details because I was focused on what's important, what matters to the fans. And that is the quality of these brand new stadium cups. Take a good look at this. I would like to introduce our GM. Jerry is the smartest member of our organization. I was so impressed when Jerry passed on the pick in the draft. Jerry made the decision to not make the pick. He understands that by not picking a player, he saves me money. I would rather have that money in my pocket than spend it on the field. We have an excellent scouting department. Stanley has been scouting for over 2 years and finding things to play with. So we figured, why not let him scout the best players that we don't have to pay? Oh, we're very satisfied with Coach Lynn. The previous ownership was always bragging about how valuable an asset he is to the organization and how the locker room would fall apart if he wasn't around. Wait. Oh, it's Coach Lynn. Yes, Coach, we were just talking about you. I see. Well, could we talk about that? I'm in the middle of a press conference. Could we talk about it later? Oh no, Coach, please don't do that. Look, how about I offer you a raise? How about 2 parking spots and I give you 1.5% of the merchandise sales? How about that? Hello? After an extensive and thorough search, including where we spent $3 million on a search firm, I am proud to announce the new head coach of the franchise, Matt Hendrick. As you can see on social media, our fans already have high expectations for Matt. Yes, he did work at a gas station I was just at an hour ago, and he would not shut up about his stupid fantasy football team. So here he is. Where is he? Hell if I know. He won't leave his office. I've installed cameras to monitor his workflow. He's always on his phone or his computer adjusting his fantasy football team. We're not paying his phone bill, and I'm not paying for his Wi-Fi. I gave him $4 million to show up and coach games, and that's all I expect of him. The latest news on the second LA franchise, and the news is not good. The roster is horrible following the fantasy draft. Fans are wondering why the most well-known name on the team is internet meme Nathan Peterman. And according to GM Jerry Catcash I, he is listed third on the depth chart. Not one player would be on any other team's roster. Expectations could not be lower going into their first preseason game in a billion-dollar new stadium. The journey would begin from the team that would be renting the billion-dollar stadium. They would open with America's team, the Dallas Cowboys. All the emotion, all of the planning, people wondering, why is this an NFL franchise with this lousy of a roster? But now is the time to prove the haters wrong. Dallas opened with an early drive and took it right up the middle for a touchdown. Ran it against the defenseless Bolts defense. San Diego was looking forward to being Los Angeles, and Los Angeles brought in Rawson Thurber, a quarterback no one knew anything about, and it would prove to be meaningless on this night. Chargers early on with some trickeration, throwing a fake punt down the field, and didn't work. Dallas intercepted. Dallas already with the lead would add to that lead, followed by a poor decision to run an option play. Rawson Thurber appears to be murdered on the play, and on the very next play, rather than taking off the field, throws a pick six. This would make head coach Matt Hendrick livid as he yelled at his trainer, how could you put his quarterback out there after a concussion just to turn the ball over? A lot of pain for this to come. Trying to be relevant, Nathan Peterman would run a fake field goal that would fail miserably. It was only 14-0 at this point, and already the Bolts looked desperate. Things would not improve at all as Dallas would go on to win 41-0. The head coach Matt Hendrick would have a lot of thoughts, but no one was interested in hearing from him. Instead, we sat around waiting to hear from the owner, and here were his thoughts. Yeah. This team has been working so hard to get to tonight, and it's a shame. You know, the grand opening was ruined by the game. You only get one chance to make a first impression on the fans. And I'm really proud of the guys. I know they gave it their all, and I know that they're exhausted now. And we've got to get better. And they had so many orders to process. We ran out of chili dogs. That's unacceptable. And if you look at our chicken leg sales, they're dreadful. They're way down. And where's the camera? I'm going to be demanding this week that the league allow me to sell Super Bowl shirts. These fans are greedy. They want championship merchandise. And I will be filing a lawsuit against the league. It doesn't make sense that you can't sell championship merchandise even if you haven't won a championship. Why would you miss out on all the revenue of the fans who want to wear a shirt that says you're a world champion? If there's one thing that I've said consistently to the other owners since I entered this league, it's you guys just don't value making money. He's just a football coach. No one cares what he thinks. Read my lips. No refunds. Week 2 of the preseason opened with a disaster. Well, no, actually a 6-yard pass. But then the Rams would get the ball in the Battle of Los Angeles and take it straight down the field. Notice that the celebrations all seem to be taunting the fans. A terrible, terrible throw by Rawson Thurber that destroys time and continuum as the universe shakes for a moment, just enough for the Rams to take it for a score. Marcus Peterson is in the end zone, and for some reason, he and his teammates continue to wave and taunt the fans. More on this later. The reason that the Rams would continue to dominate was the poor play. But then, a ray of light. The greatest play so far this season, a 26-yard run for the Chargers. And let's just take a closer look at this play. It's 28-0, yes, but the potential of those San Diego Chargers, now Los Angeles Chargers, is on full display. As we highlight the offensive lineman, Ike. Watch Ike's technique as he uses a trip to free up the running back so that there is nobody who can make the tackle. Ike then adds insult to injury by taking a forearm shiver to the back of a cornerback. From then on, it was a disaster. Rawson Thurber showing you why he's getting paid the big bucks, overshooting his wide receiver by 4 yards and another turnover. At this point, we respect your time. We don't feel you need to see what happened in a 72-0 game. So here are all the highlights, or lowlights if you're a Chargers fan. You will see Alex Thury, the backup quarterback in the second half of preseason game number 2, continually throw nothing but interceptions. Thury on this one, incomplete. They tried a fake field goal with an actual kicker, and it failed miserably. This continued to be an issue throughout the game. Rawson Thurber had nothing to do with any of this. It was an embarrassment at 58-0. They threw 4 straight interceptions, and we would later find out that the owner, Jeffrey Monk, had made a horrible decision. Yeah. Oh boy, yeah. Yeah, I messed up. I made a significant wager with the other owner. You see, I was feeling very confident after we nearly scored a touchdown in practice this week. So I challenged the other owner to a loser leaves town match, like they do in professional wrestling. And I've been informed that the league will be enforcing it. I think it has to do possibly with my lawsuit against them over championship merchandise. And so a year from now, we won't have a city or a stadium to call home. So we're going to get right started on the relocation progress. A relocation project will be our main focus from here on out. Guys, I don't like to live in negatives. That's not how I built my fortune. So let's talk positives. The real score was not 72-0. It was 73-27. That's the profitability. And chicken salad was up $14,000. And the Rams don't get any of that money. We don't have to share it with them. So you tell me, who's the real winner tonight? I do hope that we will be able to sell Los Angeles Korean barbecue in our new stadium and city, along with Star Map snow cones. And guys, I gotta go, so thanks. I like the bowl design. I like you can open the roof, Jerry. I like you could even remove the roof. It's very cool. But I don't like this swinging door. I don't think we're going to be able to sell enough concession options and luxury suites. But it's a good first try, Jerry. Good work. Real good work. Jerry is a genius. We traded our first round pick and we got 3 7th round picks in this year's draft. I asked Jerry what was our strategy, and he told me to control and dominate the 7th round of this year's draft. We can pick any player that we want in the 7th round. I can't believe how stupid these other teams are. They have to pay 1 really expensive player, and we get 3 really cheap players. Jerry is a wizard. would like to introduce everyone to our GM, Jerry. Jerry is the most important member of the team and the smartest. Jerry is responsible for all player personnel decisions, and I have complete faith. I can't do it. This is amazing. He's taking it off.